All right. Hi. So I'm going to give you a quick overview of the Teams site and point out all the important things you'll need to know when you start your study, and things that will help you join your classrooms and participate in the course. So as you can see from the screen, I have my TDC dashboard open, my TAFE digital dashboard. It looks a bit different to yours because I've got a teacher view, uh, but I'm going to use the TDC to access Teams. And I'm going to show you this way because I think that'll be the easiest way for you to come into the classroom every day. It gets you in the habit of logging into TDC and then going to Teams. So while the main part of our TDC looks different, we all will have the similar icons up here. So here you can see you have your MS Teams icon. Next to it is your email icon. So you can use this to click in through and check your TAFE emails. And then you have your profile where you can change your picture and update your details if you need to. So what we're going to do to get into our Teams classroom is click on the MS Teams icon. And here we are. So it's actually taken me through to last year's last year's Teams. So yours will be different. Yours will take you directly through to this year's Teams, which looks like this. So you're going to come through to the general page. So this general, what we call channel, is where will post announcements, any changes to your course, to your classes, anything you need to know will be posted in the general channel, which is what you'll see when you first land on Teams. Before I get stuck into talking more about channels and how you access them, I'm going to run you through some of the other features. Firstly, if you look onto the left-hand side, there's a little bell here that says activity. Um, this is where you get your notifications. So if a teacher does post in Teams and post something about there's changes to class times, maybe class is cancelled for that day because the teacher's sick, maybe there's something you need to know about or something you need to prepare for class, they're going to post that in Teams. And when they do so, you will get a notification, which will come up in your activity. So you can see here, there's a bunch of things that I've been tagged in or that people have mentioned for me. But that's one thing to do regularly, every day, I'd say, is check your activity. What will happen, it's a shame there's not one now, is if a notification has been made, there'll be like a red button there or a red one that shows you that a notification's been made, similar to that chat bubble. So please make sure you're checking your activity, checking your notifications, and making sure what's being posted daily. The second thing that's really useful is this chat bubble. So if you click on this chat, it's going to open up all the chats you're a part of. So obviously I have a lot of chats going on with different people. Um, your teachers will chat with you. They might send you a message if they need to get in touch with you or have something they want to run by you. And you can also use the chat to connect with your teachers or to contact other students. So if you would like to start a chat, you open up the chat bubble and you click on this little square with the pen sticking out of it. You click on that and you can start a new conversation. So it should, once you start typing someone's name, it should start to autofill for you. So for instance, maybe I want to message a student, and the student I've got on my screen now is Nathan Cummins. So sorry, Nathan, I'm gonna use you as a guinea pig. I haven't messaged you before, but there you go. So I've typed his name and it's come up here. So what you'll need to do is just type the person's name. They should come up. So you can see here, there's people that I message often. They're all different teachers. Um, Type the name, select the person, and then here you can type the message. Hello, how are you? And then you can send. If for whatever reason the person's name isn't coming up, you can't find them, let me know, let a teacher know, and we can help connect you with them. But most of your teachers' names should come up when you type them in. So that's messages. Again, really important that you're checking your messages daily, just in case there's been a message sent to you by a teacher or a student that you need to be aware of. All right, so they're the main things that you'll need to use up here, activity and chat. I'm going to skip down now to here where it says main channels. And channels is really another word that we use for classrooms. So when we say your diversity channel, that's going to be the place where your diversity classroom is stored, but also where your teacher will post resources, or you can post questions if you'd like to. So you can see here that we have all the channels or the classrooms set up for term one. Your term one subjects are counselling skills, work with diverse people, mental health, and there should be Div 002 as well. So what can happen sometimes is um, channels, rather than being in your main channels, they come down to these hidden channels for some reason. So all your channels for the year are already set up here, but what you'll need to do is just find your term one subjects. So you can see here, because Div 002, as you would know already, is a term one subject, but it's in my hidden channels. So I'm going to click on these three dots at the end, and I'm going to click show. And now that is going to make it appear in my main channels. So if ever you can't see any of your classrooms in the main channels, come down to hidden channels, scan through, click the three dots and click show to make it appear in your main channels. So for instance, work with diverse people. If you're a full-time day student, that's going to be one of your subjects on a Monday. I've clicked into here and you can see here that Mel has set up the classrooms. Here's the classroom for group one and the classroom for group two. So what you're going to do is look at your timetable, see what group you're allocated to. And if you're group one, you're allocated for diversity at 9:30 on Mondays. So at 9:30 on Monday morning, you're going to pop into the diversity channel, you're going to click join. And you're in the classroom, and that is where you sit for your lesson. Same with the other subjects. So Div 002, you can see here, group two is at 9:30 on a Monday morning. Here's where you join your classroom. Group one is at 12:30 on a Monday, and here's where you join your classroom. I'll come up to counselling skills. So that's a bit of a long name because it's a clustered unit. This one's a bit different. We have lots of teachers who teach on counselling skills, so you have more of a small group experience. So we've broken you up into groups by alphabetical order. So you can see here, if your surname begins with R to Z, please go to Mel and Carly's classroom, and here's how you join. If your surname begins with M to Q, please go to Carolyn and Marie's counselling skills classroom, and here's where you join. So what you need to do is just find where your surname falls and click the join button, and then you'll be in the classroom. Once people start joining meetings and opening classrooms, it might look a bit different. The main difference will be that this join button will turn purple because that indicates the meeting's already started. So if it looks different, it's okay. The important thing is that you read what classroom it is and make sure you're attending the right classroom. And then finally, you have mental health. And again, it's broken up into surname, and there's two classrooms to join, depending on what group you're in. So they're the classroom. Oh, sorry, one thing also I want to show you with classrooms is that's how you join the classes. In every subject channel, there is also a files section. In your files section, this is where your teacher will upload recordings of the class and upload any resources that's important for you to know or be familiar with for class. So making sure you're checking the main feed here in the channel, but you're also checking the files section. They're the main two parts you need to know. And I'm always going to return back here to the general channel. So the general channel is where general things get posted about the course, and then unit specific or subject specific information is posted in that subject's channel. Hopefully you're with me so far. There's also been a channel set up here you can see for timetables. So if you're ever not sure what your timetable is, you can't find it, it will be posted in here. We're just making some slight changes at the moment. That's why it's not here. But when that is complete, that will be posted in the timetables channel. One last thing I'll show you on Teams is that we do have a learner support channel. So learner support happens every Wednesday from 3:30 till 7:30 with a teacher called Jasmine. It's drop-in. So you don't need to book in, you don't need to prepare anything. If you have a specific question about class content or about any assessment, you can go to learner support and ask Jasmine. Or maybe you just want to go and see what other students are asking, or just touch base with a teacher to connect. You are more than welcome to. You don't need to go from the beginning to the end. You can just drop in whenever suits you and then leave whenever suits you. So learner support is Wednesdays 3:30 till 7:30, and that has its own channel. There's also a student support channel. And so you can see here, Mel's been busy posting lots of different things that's going to help you familiarize yourself with Teams and TDC and TAFE in general. So here we've got the student guide, which we spoke about in orientation. And Hayley, you can see, has posted up here in the files section, lots of student support articles. So about TAFE support services, about TDC, and about some orientation videos as well. So if you're unsure, you're not sure how to do something, student support is a great channel that can help you do that as well. Familiarize yourself. All right, they're the main functions of Teams. I'm going to leave that here for now. I'll save this recording also in the student support channel. So if you do want to revisit it to remind yourself what's what in Teams, you can do that.